playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3- or 4-yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 9. Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the gun, it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And the Dolphins have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 47 yards rushing for him now. A great start to this AFC title game. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. A run with Mostert up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife him to the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. We're scoreless after 1. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. To throw again is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Yeah, maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Jackson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in these situations. Too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Like you.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, man.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this one too low.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, ready?
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Looking to pass. Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Right. Steal. Check steal.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. They go play action now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Play action. Now Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking down the field, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Red cycle. Real green.
Tua sets up to pass it. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down and goal.
Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
In motion, Hill.
Mostert.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Zone check. Number 38. Left red. Check, huh?
They'll run with Mostert.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score.
Raheem Mostert.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Check pitch.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. Room here to run. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Jackson. Powers through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Again, Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. The right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Martin, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, mean, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Jackson will keep it. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Oh, it's an enormous call here. They'll go for 2. 1 play to keep their postseason alive. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They're going to try and run for it. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.